Hello and welcome to Chernarus News. I wish you a good evening and hope you're well. Yeah. In the last week, a lot has been happening. What does the candidate Mr. Fell plan if elected? And what happened at the BAMS in Electro? Is there going to be a new museum in Severograd? Who won the race? Or has anything happened there? Everything that happened in the last week, at least the important things, you will hear shortly. So, there's a candidate for the president. His name is Mr. Fell. We have interviewed him about the election and what he is planning to do. What are you going to do when you're elected as president?
So, when I'm elected into office, the first thing I'm going to be doing is looking at the wages of the workers of Chernarus and restructuring them a bit. So I know that there was one gentleman who works in the oil industry and he gets paid barely anything. He can't support his family because he gets paid nothing. He makes long trips from down in the south all the way up into the north, and he said he's not earning enough to provide for his family, and that story really touched my heart. So I want to do more to make sure the people of Chernarus get paid better so they can spend more, live better, and provide for their family.
What are you going to do about the taxes?
So with the taxes, I think property tax is good as it is right now. I don't want to mess around too much with taxes because I feel like they're actually all on a decent level. The only ones that I want to really fiddle with, we could say, is mainly the cement one. I kind of want to lower the taxes on that. Due to the amount of workers we have, I feel like that's a very popular area. I feel like if we lower the taxes on that, it will create more income for those men, so that they can then put that money back into the economy. But not only that, so they can also, like I said again, provide for themselves, provide for their families, and it just makes the lives of the working people just more happy. And that is all I want. Happy citizens, happy places to live, happy country.
What are your plans of the public transport system? What
So it's quite a funny story about that, actually, because when I first come into power, the first thing that I will be doing is maintaining the train facilities. And the reason why I say that is because the last people that were overviewing the transport system, they didn't really do a good job. And I'll tell you why. Because they never maintained the transit lines, they never maintained the trains itself, and unfortunately it started to crumble. But when I come into power and into office, the first thing I want to do is, well, one of the first things I want to do, I should say, with the transport system is rebuilding the tracks, keep the lines exactly the same, but update them, upgrade them, get better lines for the transit, kind of, so touring the country, but also for the workforce as well. I feel like the workforce needs a better way of getting around, and it would probably cost less on fuel and also like the climate if we just use the train. Not many vehicles, not many trucks. If we use the train, it takes us to point A to point B, there, back and forth.
What did you do before you became a candidate for the presidency?
So, my upbringing, I was born in Belarus, and I come over when I was 7 years old, mainly for my father. He used to work in the oil business, going out on the ships, oil rigs, stuff like that. And it was better opportunity here. And that was really quite a long time ago, because now there's not really great opportunity in Chernarus now, but that's the thing that I want to restore. And so I didn't have much education growing up, as we weren't a wealthy family at all, really. So my education was quite poor, and going forward I found a group called the Cementboys, and what they did was they took me in, showed me the ways of cement, how not easy, but how good you can make it in this kind of industry now we have. And they showed me that if you take care of your workforce, take care of the people underneath you, you will go far. And that is what I do now, and that is what I want to do when I come into presidency. So really my upbringing has been eventful. I've learnt things in my later life, but I'm also a family man at heart.
The Cementboys are doing certain events for the people. Are you planning to do that too?
So what these Cementboys do is absolutely amazing. You know, they host really, really good events for the people of Chernarus. Quite eventful events, to be honest. It's something else. I know they've got one coming up recently. By the time this goes out, it might not be so recent, of a race or something that's going on up north in the triathlon ski area. And that's been, it's been closed down now for a while. That has, obviously, because we're not in the season for the whole skiing thing. So what they've done is they've bought the ski resort, and they are kind of doing it out into a rally stage, and it looks amazing, and it is amazing. But back to myself, I would like to do more things to show off the presidency, you know, the whole get behind the people. You know, we are now in office and we're here for you. I'd like to do more parades, more social gatherings, you know, more rallies, just to see what the people of Chernarus want to hear. And also I want to hear what the people of Chernarus want from me, especially.
What do you think about the police and its current situation?
So, as of right now, the police that we have as of right now, they are under a lot of pressure. With no doubt about it, they're under a lot of immense pressure, but they put up with it really well. I mean, we have some of the most trained and talented officers out there at the moment, and I couldn't be more proud to have them as officers. Not only that, I'm happy to have them serving myself and the country. However, things need to change, because we need more police officers. We need to feel safer on the streets, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to recruit more police by putting more money into advertising. We're going to get better equipment for the police. We're going to outkit their vehicles. You know, we're going to really make sure that they have the tools they need to do the job to help us. And that is what it's all about, supporting the police and everything they do for us, and just being decent citizens to them. And I'm sure enough that once they are equipped with the highest capability, you know, firearms, equipment, K9 units, stuff like that, places like Cherno will feel safe. And that is a big stretch at the moment. I mean, because Cherno is not the best. The police down there, they are doing their best, and honestly, it is a really good idea. But we just need more of it, because they are so outnumbered down there. But they do a great job of holding it.
Thanks to Officer Tox for recreating the interview scene. The video was corrupted. Anyways, what exactly happened on the night after the interview at the Vigens Inn? We've asked the police, and they were happy to answer us the questions. Can you tell us what happened at the bar Vigens Inn in Electro?
Yes, certainly. I got called to a potential weed plant there, or cannabis plant there, and we immediately got in the car and headed to Bam's bar. It turns out it was just a fig plant, and we just went back in our cars and we drove off. But immediately, as soon as we started driving off, we got called back. And when we arrived, there was this horrible scene where, unfortunately, there was this civilian lying in the road, and the president hunched over the civilian. He was crying, and we went over. I checked for a pulse, tried to do CPR, and unfortunately, I could not get the civilian back on to consciousness.
Is it true that the candidate for presidency was under the influence of alcohol?
Yes, he had ordered a shot of tequila and I believe a beverage that contained about 3.5, maybe 4% of alcohol in the can itself. So yes, he was inebriated whilst he was driving. Yes.
Is it true that the candidate was arrested because of murder?
No, not specifically murder, but vehicular manslaughter. He was arrested and put into custody. We drove him to Cherno PD, where he was questioned and his lawyer was present. He asked for all of his belongings, including clothes, to be put into a locker so that he could come back and get them later after he had served his sentence.
Do you have something else to say?
Yes, I do. Whilst the candidate was in our custody, he was acting very, very strangely. It was almost like, he was going a bit schizophrenic. He was having these episodes of, he kept doing push-ups until his muscles were like super red. I counted he did like 120 push-ups. I don't know. His lawyer recommended him to to see a psychiatrist or to take some medication for the issues that he was having. But aside from that, not really anything else.
Well, that was a real tragedy. We've received a message. You can see on the right-hand side from my right-hand side, that the candidate is going to take things slow now and won't and tries not to do that. Anyways, what even is that BAMS in, and well, where can I find it? We've interviewed the owner and yeah. What's your name of your publishment, your bar?
This place is called Bams Inn.
How are things going right now?
Business is going really good, to be fair. Me and my business associate over there making a good profit, helping the community out as we can. We've got the president here before, we've had the cops come in, hot spots.
Have there been any problems with the bar, like fighting or something like that?
None. Since we had the security guards, we've had no problems. It's going good so far.
You have a security guard. Who is he, and how well is he prepared for things?
The security guard is right next to you. He is my security guard and business associate. So we do gifts of the place.
What do you think about the competition in Chernarus?
I don't think it's a competition at all because we're friends with them. I did meet up with them yesterday because we had a slight problem, but that problem's sorted now. But yeah, they're our friends. Got them under contacts. We can talk. much.
It's probably going to be my next destination for a good drink. But remember, never drink and drive. Especially not at the race. At the race that's been this weekend. The Synostock Grand Prix. Yes, that's right. There's been a race happening, and we were there. Why are you one of the racers, or are you have you come here to watch the race?
I've come to run the concession stand.
What does that mean? What kind of what
The food and drink over here. It's a donation to the event. I'm sponsoring the medics and also providing the food and drink.
So who is this wonder person who's sponsoring it?
I'm from Monkey's Bar. My name's Monkey.
Well, Monkey's Bar? Where is it? Where is that? Is it the bar in Chernarus? Why are you here? Are you one of the racers, or just want to watch the race?
I think we were gonna watch.
I'm watching. You can race.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
I'm not very good at
I'm watching.
I crash on
I'm
my feet,
tempted.
let alone a car.
I am tempted just for giggles.
That's tragic.
I know I'm gonna come last, but I don't give a shit. Is it free to answer? Do we use
I don't think anyone's worse than me, to be honest.
Would it surprise you if
Do we
the
have
news reporter who is filming all of that and putting out it in the news program, video, whatever, is gonna participate in the race?
Oh,
Nice.
nice. I think that would be really good. Give you some good press.
Do you think I would win?
I think you could stand a chance. Yes. Why not?
Hashtag
Everyone here
scripted.
has a chance.
Rigged.
I'm not being paid for my opinion here, people. Just let you know.
Oh, you dropped this envelope, hang on.
Shit. Damn, I thought I had some money on me. Oh, I saw that. Where'd you get that from? Where'd you come? I'm not taking bribes.
Holy shit, Bean. These winnings are going out of the faction bank.
This is why we have to embrace the scuffed relic.
Yes. There's no risk of big them to
Hey, go one more time.
Oh shit.
Ben. Really?
Is he coming? This is too
I can
tense.
speak. We're really doing this, right?
Oh my god.
This
He's dead.
He's alive!
Yes.
I've got it on video!
Random? You good?
Yeah? Yeah, I'm
I've
good.
got it on video!
Bean was also there.
Oh my fucking god.
Congratulations for the winner. That is this guy here. I think the name was apparently Hunter or something like that. Yeah. He refused to do any interview, so we couldn't really gather much information about him. Second place was Harold Houston, and the third place I didn't write down. Well, anyway, a car was sighted on top of crates, boxes at the cement factory. We went there and to investigate. What are your names and what's the name of your group and what are you doing here?
Well, my name is Random Survivor, and I'm the CEO of the Cementboys. And this is my associate Ben Dover and Jason. Unfortunately, Bean wasn't able to make it here in time because of his train running late. So I guess it's just us for the interview today.
I've noticed the car on top of the boxes. What's up with that?
Well, the car on top here is, to us, it's a monument because it holds important history for this company. This was actually the first cement hauler we used after getting rid of our bikes. So it's basically the backbone of the company.
What are you planning for this place?
Well, I guess the plan for this place is to keep everyone who comes here to work satisfied and safe, at least. There has been some casualties up here earlier, but as we've upped the security, it's been a lot less lately. And if we can take a little trip out in the break room later, and I'll show you what we've done there to have our workers satisfied at all times. Make sure to keep them with beverages, food, drinks, fresh pickaxes and sledgehammers, etc. So yeah, I think we're just trying to be good saints, like good Samaritans.
And now, what are you planning next?
Yeah, so basically we try to spend most of the funds that we get from this operation to host events like we did last weekend, where we had a rubber slug arena, kind of like a paintball deal. So we want to give back to the community. So basically we work our asses off to give back what's or some of our earnings, or most of our earnings actually. That's why it's also super important for us to keep the guys who work here satisfied and happy, and keep them coming back to do more work. So they can be a part of the cement gig to make to make Chernarus a better place, basically. So it's kind of like, I wouldn't say a charity thing, but it's more of a support thing. I mean, to keep the citizens of Chernarus happy and give them something to do on their spare time, like with the events. About the upcoming event, that's going to be tomorrow night. We haven't set the time yet, but the date is set, and that's going to be a race, a rally race. So yeah, that's going to be pretty interesting. So far we plan to have 2 races that night with 9 drivers going at the same time. So it's going to be quite action-packed.
Anyway, what's your relationship with the candidate for the president, Mr. Fall?
Well, basically, Mr. Fall is also one of the top dogs in our company, or one of the leaders, and he was planning on going into office, but after some recent events, he's been postponing those plans a bit.
I wonder why the car hasn't fallen down already. Now for the last topic of this program is for all of the survivors out there. For those who are maybe new to Chernarus or just like the adrenaline. I present to you survival tips and tricks.
Hello, I'm Adam from Cherno PD, and I'm going to show you how to make a fire. Come over here, follow me. So, what you want to do is you want to approach a bush like this, or I mean a bush of any type really, and you want to get your knife. Now you can use any knife. You can use a bone knife. You can use, it can be a Swiss Army knife. It doesn't matter, as long as you get a good stick, a long stick, just like this. There you go. You have your long stick right here. Now, what you want to do with this is that you want to come over to a tree over here. Come follow me. And you want to get some dark bark. Obviously, you want to break the stick down first, because you're going to combine that bark with one of the small sticks that we break down. Perfect, like that. We just want to put it on the floor like that. This is how I do it, at least. And you want to get your knife. For a Swiss Army knife, you want to find the knife on your tools. So just make sure you put your finger in the groove and take out the knife. Come here and you get 2 pieces of bark. So 1, 2. As soon as you've done that, put your knife away so you don't cut yourself. And then go over here, and then you can craft your fireplace. Now after this, we've got to make a fire kit. Because how are you going to start the fire without a fire kit? You get your light bark, and you pick up your stick, because you put it too close to the fire. And you combine the bark with this stick into a hand drill kit. This is very simple. It's just a bark, a stick. Put any sticks you have remaining into the fire. If you want, you could get another piece of bark and put it in with the fire that you've already made. This will help the fire grow a little bit more. Preferably, look for really, really big bushes, and with those really big bushes, you can get logs. And logs, a fire grow a lot more. You want to come over here, give it a good old rub like that. Yeah, boy. And there we go. You got your own fire. And that's how to survive in the wilderness with a fire. I'm just going to warm my hands up. This fire, right? Absolutely love. My right hand is really getting nice and warm there. It's nice.
We are currently hiring. Yes, hiring. We're searching for a cameraman or woman and journalists. If you're interested, just contact us under the information that's here. So, I hope you enjoyed this program and maybe you have learned something new. I wish you a good evening and goodbye.